I feel really blessed to be able to sit here with you today and just take accountability. I was dealing with uh, some various issues, dealing with bipolar also. So it would take the ideas I had and have me take them to an extreme where I would forget about the protection of the people around me and myself.
Where's my mother gonna... Oh no, is this the episode with the breakup?
Reba, we can't...
Y'all need Realtor.com. With over 500,000 new listings every month, you could find the one today.
This could be it.
Better put a key ring on it. Realtor.com. Nearly home.
I just need more space. I feel like I'm suffocating.
Oh no, is this the episode with the breakup?
How will we find the one?
Okay, let's simmer down now. Y'all need Realtor.com.
I feel really blessed to be able to sit here with you today and just take accountability I had and have me take them to times with, people aren't that knowledgeable about the bipolar and the cause or what causes it and the way you act when you be blessed to be able to sit.
Yeah, they own, a lot of the resources of the world. Matter of fact, let me get this. I believe it's Hosea. Habakkuk 2. Habakkuk 2 and 5, it says, yeah, also because he transgresseth by wine, he is a proud man, neither keepeth at home, who enlargeth his desire as hell, and is as death, and cannot be satisfied. And yeah, that's the so-called white man. All right, he is as death. He's a proud man. He doesn't keep at home, meaning he's always, trying to conquer more and more and more. And he is his death. Now, there's it's a short animation on YouTube. If you look it up, I believe it's called Man, and I can't remember who it's by. I believe it's what's his name? Let me look it up. Steve Cutts. All right, it's this guy, Steve Cutts. Now, if you watch this video, all right, it goes into how how Esau, the so-called white man, is just destructive. Everything he does is just is destructive, man. He's just on a path. Everything he touches, he uses for capital gain, and pollutes the earth. All right, and so I keep going and cannot be satisfied. And yeah, he can't be satisfied. He can't be satisfied. It's always more that he needs, to the point where this devil already owns the whole world, but he's not stopping there. He wants to put a C-hip in you. All right. It says, but gathereth unto him all nations, and heapeth unto him all people. All right. And this is, the devil's, he basically has that control over the people. All right. Because he's the one that set up the system. All right. You look at the Social Security card. Everyone in America has to have a Social Security card and identity. So you have to be a part of his system. You have to have, you have to have some sort of identification for your person, on your person at all times. All right. Why? Because he heapeth unto himself all people. All right. Everyone is a means for control. Everyone is used as a means for control, for his control. All right. All right, let me see. Shall not these take up a parable against him and a taunting proverb against him and say, woe to him that increaseth that which is not his? How long? And to him that ladeth himself with thick clay. Yeah, because these people are going to rise up against him. He's starting to become targeted in the media, which is what Kanye was basically saying, at one point in time before he's now apologizing. And you have a lot of celebrities that do the same thing. You had Nick Cannon. All right, he went back and had to apologize. So any big time celebrity, if they really care about their longevity of their career, or even their life and success and riches, okay, if you make a so-called mistake by calling out the small hats, all right, you gotta do a major public apology, all right, or else you'll just either lose everything, or they'll label you as crazy, or they'll they'll just cancel you, or like I said, they'll just do away with you altogether. They'll unalive you. So this is, the world we live in now. You read Job 9:24, it says the earth is given into the hand of the wicked. All right. And so, as I said before, these devils, they own everything. There's nothing, no industry. There's no industry that this devil doesn't have his hands in. All right. Every type of industry he's basically running. All right. Or like I said, has his hands in to some degree. All right. So everything that you see, it's all this white man's system. All right. The whole earth is given, the power of the earth is given into the so-called white man for now. All right. But you see how even the entertainers, they have to pledge allegiance to Esau too. They have to give allegiance and respect, and when they go out of line. All right, and I believe Kyrie Irving also did an apology as well. But anytime you niggers get out of line, okay, massa has to come and whip you. All right, and then get you back in line. So that's basically all that is. All right, that's all that is. All right, and it just goes to show you who's in control. For this guy to go up there and have to make a public apology, and instead of standing on business, all right, it shows you who's in control. It shows you that these devils, they they had him scared, they had him shook, and his money was at risk. Okay. Let's see. Let's get this. This is Proverbs 11:21. It says, Though hand join in hand, and yeah, they had their hands joined. It says the wicked shall not be unpunished, but the seed of the righteous shall be delivered. Yeah, so yeah, you can shake hands with the devil, but they're not gonna go unpunished. All right, just because you want to be in cahoots with Esau, Let me see. That's another one I'm looking for. Yep, this is Isaiah 13:15. Everyone that is found shall be thrust through, and everyone that is joined unto them shall fall by the sword. Yeah, so all these celebrities that are joined unto Esau, and you have benefited from taking, taking taking riches from these devils, receiving riches from these devils. All right, you're gonna fall by the sword too. All right, you're gonna be judged too. Let's get this. Yep, this is Luke 6:24. It says, "But woe unto you that are rich, for ye have received your consolation," which a consolation is a reward. But you've already received it. All right. Hey, the scripture said the meek shall inherit the earth. So the Lord's not really dealing with rich people. You had the parable of the rich man. The Lord's not dealing with the super rich. Now you had ancient men that were well off, that held high positions, but they were still humble. They still, served YAHAWASHI. All right. They didn't, they understood their role. All right. And they understood that the Lord giveth and the Lord taketh away. All right. He says, but woe unto you that are rich, destruction unto you that are rich. So a lot of you entertainers, even Drewski, all these people, all these different celebrities that are high on up, and you just feel like you, above, the status quo, or you're above the civilians and the average Joes. Well, you're gonna realize that none of that money is gonna matter. None of that money is gonna matter. This is Proverbs. Let's get this, and I'll close on this. Proverbs 11:4. It says, "Riches profit not in the day of wrath, but righteousness delivereth from death." So ultimately, it's all about righteousness. All right, riches is not going to save you. All right, riches, all that you stored up, it's not going to save you in that day. It's not all the fame. It's not going to matter in that day. All right, people are going to be starving to death. They're going to be starving and down bad. So they ain't going to care about, these people ain't going to care about, how many followers you got and how many records you sold. None of that shit's going to matter. All right. But like I said, the point being is that these small hats are in control, and you got Kanye, bowing down on one knee, pleading for forgiveness. All right, but it goes to show you who's in control. It goes to show you all those things. But, I just wanted to go in on that. Lord willing, you edify, giving all praise, honor, and glory to Yahawah, BAHASHAM, El Shai, BAHASHAM, Kakodash. Double honors to the elders and apostles, great millstone. Shalom.